From 36 teams at the start of the competition, we are down to the final 2 in the Champions League. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the European Football All-Time channel. And today, welcome to my 2024 to 2025 Champions League final prediction. Of course, we have officially made it the biggest game in club football season in Europe. The Champions League final, PSG versus Inter, should be an absolutely cracking game of football. Attack against Partner Bus. But yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, let's get into this video. Who do I think is going to win this year's Champions League? Now, I think you look at the game in general. I think on paper, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an interesting game, to be fair, because it's two teams who play their football very differently. You look at a team like PSG, they're very attacking. You know, they don't really defend as much. They like to get forward a lot. They like to attack. And some teams do fear that, because PSG have just got quality in that attack. You know, they've got Doué and Kvaratskhelia on the wings. You can even include Barcola as well. You got Dembele up front, who's a threat. I think their midfield is very good. Their midfield I think you just look at this PSG team in general, and it's actually a joke how good it is. Like, I think their defence is good. You got a good keeper in Donnarumma. They've probably got the best full-backs in the world right now in Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. Them two are just unbelievable. Then the midfield, I think PSG have probably got the best midfield in the world. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz and João Neves. I mean, them three. I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, them three overall are absolutely brilliant. I mean, they will run. PSG will, that midfield will run, and the whole team will run. And I think that's an advantage for Paris Saint-Germain, is that they will run. I mean, you could probably look at the stats about distances covered this season in the Champions League, or the most team that's covered distances in the Champions League this season. I bet you the team that's number 1 is PSG. Number 1 will be PSG. It just will. Because like I said, they will non-stop run. They will run. And I think that's what Inter have got to try and match PSG. They've got to try and match their stamina, because PSG have got a very, very good stamina. And like I said, Inter have got to somehow match that. But like I said, PSG are very attacking, but Inter are very defensive, and they like to play a really low block. And I mean, we saw it really, I think especially in the first leg of the semi-final against Barcelona. Barca had all of the ball, all of the shots, but Inter defended, and they defended very, very well. Yes, I know Inter conceded 3 goals, but they are very defensive, Inter, and they know what they're doing at times as well. And again, Inter have got some brilliant players defensively. They've got Alessandro Bastoni, who's probably one of the best centre-backs in the world. I think he is absolutely brilliant. Then you've got, again, like I said PSG have probably got the best full-backs in the world. Inter's full-backs as well are very, very good in Denzel Dumfries and Dimarco. Dimarco, he is unbelievable. On his day, he can be absolutely brilliant. And I think for Inter as well, if they get the Dumfries that performed over 2 legs against Barca, they might be all right. They generally might be all right, but it is going to be a good game, because like I said, it's one team that loves to attack. against one team that loves to defend. So, like, it is going to be interesting. And, I mean, with Inter being so defensive, you'd expect them to just let PSG have all of the ball, let PSG dominate them, let them have all these chances and that. But that can be a bit risky as well, because PSG have got players that can hurt Inter. Like I said, they've got Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele. And like I said, PSG will run. PSG's stamina is an absolute joke. Like I said, they will run. Yeah, it's like, just imagine PSG's team is a team full of N'Golo Kantés. Like, they're just non-stop run. They will run and run and run and run. That's what happened. They will run and run and run. And like I said, Inter have got to match that. Inter have got to match that. I mean, you look at both teams in the Champions League this season. Obviously, both of them have done unbelievably well to get to where they are. I mean, PSG have pretty much just conquered England. Obviously, beating Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Villa. I mean, as well. I mean, I think the game against Liverpool, PSG were all over them. The City game, again, I'd probably say PSG were all over them. Villa, first leg was very good. But I think after when they scored those 2 goals, they kind of just relaxed. But I was like, okay, it's game over. And the gaps were shown in that defence. Gaps were shown in that defence for PSG. And if PSG go like 3-0 up tomorrow, if they're like 3-0 up by half time, PSG, they cannot do what they did in that second leg against Villa. They cannot just sit there and be like, oh, we've won. Because if they do that and they leave a load of gaps, Inter will punish them. And also, as well, Inter on the break are quite good as well, because they got Marcus Thuram, who's a goal scorer, Martinez is a goal scorer, Nicolo Barella as well. He's just creative. And I mean, I did a combined 11 on TikTok the other day. If you haven't followed it already, go follow Zach_talksball on TikTok. I did a combined 11 the other day, and one of them was Vitinha or Barella, and I picked Vitinha, but it is close. I think both of them are unbelievable. I think both of them are very creative players. But like I said, Barella's creative, but so is Vitinha. Like, the way he reads the game of football, it's second to none. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable the way he just reads the game of football, and that could prove important tomorrow. It could. I'm just walking into a shop, so I'll continue when I'm out the shop. And I've just walked out the shop now. But like I was saying, like, I think Vitinha and Barella could be really important tomorrow, because, like I said, both of them can read a game. I think it was the second leg in the Inter game. I think it was Inter's first goal. That pass that Barella did for the first goal was absolutely sublime. It was absolutely brilliant. And he might need to do that again tomorrow. And Vitinha is also more than capable to do it. They are more than capable to do it, but just overall, it's such a difficult game to predict. It's a tough one to call, because like both teams have just got talent everywhere. And you look at defensively, I think, I don't know, maybe you edge it to Inter, but I wouldn't say PSG defensively are bad. Because you got Marquinhos and Pacho are good. Midfield, I'll probably give it PSG, but Inter have got good players in that area, in the likes of Barella, Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan. And up front, you probably give it PSG, but Inter have got Thuram, Martinez. I mean, yeah, off the bench it isn't that strong in Arnautovic and Taremi, but they're still decent players at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they're actually still decent players. At the end of the day, they're actually still decent players. At the end of the day, and I mean, it should be a good game anyway. It's going to be an absolutely brilliant game. Whoever wins, whatever happens, whether it's a 0-0 or whether it's 0-0 and goes all the way, depends whether it's like 5-5. I think it's going to be a great game regardless. But let's predict it now, because you're probably sick and tired of me waffling now. So what do I think is going to happen? I think for me it's going to be a very cagey game. I think, like I said, for me, I think Inter will be quite defensive to start off with. I think PSG will start strong. I think they'll create a few chances, and then I think they'll create a few chances, PSG. But I think Inter will hold on defensively. I think it'll be 0-0 going into half time, PSG being the better team. And then second half, out of nowhere, I think Inter hit them on the counter attack, and then boom, Lautaro Martinez, 1-0 Inter. Not sure when, but I think it'll be before the 60th minute. I think Inter will go 1-0 up from Martinez. Then PSG will really be up for it. Inter will be on ropes. And I think eventually PSG will score last 15 minutes. I think PSG will get a goal. It's going to be 1-1. Both teams are going to go for it. I think full time, it's going to end PSG 1, Inter Milan 1. We're going to extra time. Both sets of players are going to be tired. Changes will be made. I think it's going to stay 1-1 in extra time. I think we're going to go all the way to a penalty shootout. And for me, I think Gianluigi Donnarumma will be the hero. And I'm going to go 1-1 after 120 minutes. And for me, PSG will win on penalties, and PSG will be Champions League winners of 2025. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think this year is finally the year of the baguettes. The baguette boys are going to do it, in my opinion. I think it is their year. Will I be right? Who knows? Put it down in the comments. Who is going to win the Champions League? I think PSG are going to do it. Do you agree with me? Let me know. But yeah, and by the way, I will be live on Twitch for the final. So I will put my Twitch link in the description, and I'll post as well. I'll add a in the community post. I'll add a community post as well that I'm live. And if you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, I'll post on there as well. I'll be joined by Cody, so I'm not going to be alone. But yeah, PSG for me are going to do it. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.